Meacham Park was an individual community, but it annexed with Kirkwood. And Meacham Park was bought by a white man, and it was sold to other black people. And it's so kind of interesting at that part because the man, Mr. Meacham, he wanted to help other African Americans, so the community was automatically built off of, you know, kind of like community, friendship, and white and blacks live together kind of in harmony.
From what I've learned, it seems like it was pretty friendly, like family friendly, but it seems like they were treated unfairly by the stories I've heard, and it seems like just by how the town was viewed and how it was made out to be, it's got a bad reputation. But it's a lot better and a lot more family friendly and caring than a lot of people think.
Well, what we did in our journalism class, like our assignment, we were gonna go deeper into the facts of Meacham Park and start interviewing people and talking about their stories, because we knew that there was just more than it's an all-black community in Kirkwood.
So the Connecting the Community Through the Arts project that our journalism class is doing is really taking a part of Meacham Park history, and the kids are researching and writing stories, but then the arts part of it, there will be the creative side, people who will take the stories and turn them into maybe poetry or a play or visual, some kind of visual art.
The objective of the project is to get the students writing and connecting them, I think first and foremost, connecting them to a community of Kirkwood that, as we've learned, they are not familiar with.
What they've done is they created interview questions. They actually interviewed people who have lived in the community or have relatives that lived in the community, and then in groups and also individually created stories to tell the story of Meacham Park.
Did you ever celebrate with your students? Like every time you did like a performance or something that went really well, did you ever like take them out to ice cream or something?
Yes, I did. A lot of times, sometimes I didn't go in with them and they didn't know why. But the hotels and restaurants wouldn't serve me.
We've interviewed Kirkwood High School students, and we've interviewed older people who lived in Meacham Park, and some of them still do live in Meacham Park, just to get a view of what it was like then and what it's like now.
Do they have any more shotgun houses in the neighborhood? They're still standing?
At this point, there are a few, maybe 3 at the most.
I think the students connected most with the fact that they were able to hear and see history and then write about it.
Well, the field trip to Meacham Park, we met with the pastor, Pastor Ike, and we walked all around Meacham Park and we stood in their parks, and we got to learn a lot more than it would have just been like our teachers telling us.
It's very authentic to have them in the space so that they can see it for themselves. It was really powerful. They could not really get their minds around that based upon the conversations that we were having.
I think this project made me look at the world a lot differently than I used to, and if you think something's bad or some person or some place is bad, it's better to go there and see it for yourself other than have somebody else tell you about it.
There is definitely improvement in their writing skills. The work that they came up with in the end is incredible writing.
While remembering what Meacham Park looked like in the 1970s, John Bennett drove through Meacham Park about 5 years ago when he was in town. I don't know if it's a good or bad change for the community, John said, thinking out loud.
The final product is going to be incredibly amazing. Local artists are going to take these stories and create plays, poetry, just to sort of exemplify the feelings from these stories that the kids have gotten.
It's very exciting, it tells the story, it celebrates, but it also all came from the work that these students did. So thank you for your hard work, and thank you very much for being here this morning to be part of this celebration.
I can't believe what they have produced. I think it's going to make an impact on the community. I'm hoping the community of Meacham Park appreciates how truthful these students were in their stories.
Whenever I come to this class, I think that what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be looking over stories, editing, revising, interviewing, and learning about just how to be personal and how to take into perspective that these stories, they mean something to somebody because we're doing human interest. These stories are somebody else's stories that they want to be told.